Okay, it is 9:22 a.m. June the 2nd. I don't have the best sleep today, but these are the main stocks on the main watch list. I don't think it's changed at all. NWGC, this will be a morning panic bounce play as well as FBCD. This one is starting to look like it could potentially do like that number 2 pattern with, the one I've been looking at with HTZGQ. We'll see if it happens. If anything, it can be a potential morning panic bounce play. MJWL the same, but I'd be kind of iffy. I don't know. I don't like this one that much. The range isn't that good. I just don't like how horribly it dropped that one day when I traded it. AABB is just going to be a watch. I really don't want to trade this. It could be a morning panic bounce play if it's really clean, but it doesn't trade with much range. HTZGQ, again, for that 680 level, it's still holding $6, but it might not ever do it. AAPC is the last one. Morning panic bounce play as well. We kind of had like a double top right here, so maybe that could be the sign for something. It's nothing that I'm gonna rush. Just gonna take it easy. It is, after all, in summer, so just gonna take it easy. If there's any morning panic bounce plays that are very clean, I'll consider it. Ideally, one that has a lot nicer volume than the one I had yesterday. Shouldn't be that hard to beat, but again, I'm not gonna rush anything or anticipate stuff. Alright, it is 9:49 a.m. I had one trade with FBCD. It didn't work out. I actually lost here. I bought at what time? 9:33. So right here, 9:33. This candle, this doji looking candle right here, I bought at 222. Right about here at 222, and my risk was basically 22, and once it started to break that 22 level, that's when I considered selling. At the time, this wasn't that bad. It didn't have like a big obvious volume candle until here, but when it was in this range, it didn't look that bad with the VWAP right there at 228. So when I saw that it started to crack this level, that's when I started to sell. Some were sold into here, just some into here, just a very small loss. I think maybe, I don't know, I think maybe like 1%, give or take, a little more than 1%, like maybe 1.2%. I'll have to check to be sure, but it didn't work. I had another leg down. I considered a buy right here, but I just didn't like it, because it was a big volume. I didn't know how much dropping it could do. Had I been more risky, sure, I could have taken a buy there. And it did get to what, 23 from this 20 level, so 10%. There's not much range in these morning panic bounce plays, but I don't regret that too much, because then it will train me to be really good at the ones that are very blatantly obvious and easy. AABB is just downtrending, nothing I want to trade here, no clear. I mean, I guess it could try reversing because we did have that big volume candle right here. It could be max panic, but yeah, I don't like it when it's like this, because the VWAP is chasing down with the candle. I don't like that. That was the issue here with FBCD. I was afraid that if the VWAP line just keeps downtrending, there's not going to be range for it to work towards, so that's why I didn't consider it there. AABB could try to reverse here, but it's not that much range. It's not down that much either. MJWL, I considered it, but I didn't trade it because it was just one candle, and then it started trading like with low volume, so that's not something I want to do. HTZGQ was a panic again. Was same thing with FBCD. It kind of dropped, and then it had this follow-up leg down, and I didn't like that. Also, this thing just doesn't have much range. I mean, from what, 616, and then it's 626. That's not much range. That really isn't. And it is getting above the VWAP at 630, but again, 15 cents on the $6 stock is not that good. It's even worse than FBCD and WGC. I considered it here for a first dip towards VWAP. I was just too scared. I didn't pull the trigger. It would have been in at 265, and it didn't do much. I mean, it got as high as 274. The issue is that it's up a lot on many days. It's not like the first or second green day, big green days. It's up a lot of days in a row. AAPT is still uptrending. This will be interesting too if it has a panic. So I'm still looking for panics, but nothing I really want to trade at the moment. Alright, it is 3:57 p.m. I'm going to call it off for the rest of the day. There was nothing else that I really wanted to trade. AABB, I guess, had a morning panic bounce play. It wasn't clean. Is there the same thing as FBCD, where it just kind of looked like maybe it was going to hold big volume candle, and then we have a rip. Well, not a rip, a dip. A tiny dip, and then it does it, right? FBCD, same thing, kind of looked like it was going to hold, dip, and then it does it. MJWL, nothing I wanted to trade here really. HTZGQ looks like it was going to try to uptrend, and it might with all these meme stocks, but it didn't. AAPT, we'll look forward to that morning panic bounce play. NWGC is also the same case. AMC, very impressive, $66. Because of how bad these morning panic bounce plays have been recently, what I'm going to do is, I haven't done it in a while, I think since January, but I'm going to start looking at NASDAQ stocks again. AMC was a nice run. Should have considered that breakout at 15 and sell the next day at 18. Maybe that would have gotten me more into trading something like this, throughout the entire run up. I'll be looking at new stocks. I have a small watch list with NASDAQs. I was like, wait, do I mean to say NASDAQ? Yeah, NASDAQs. UONE, I'll keep a look at this one. This one did a nice break over this, give or take 10, unless you want to count that wick at 1050. What's the next one? BB, NAKD. These are all going to be washes. We're not seeing this with OTCs. These are nice run-ups. NOK isn't that nice, but that's the state of where I'm going to be right now. I'm just going to be looking at NASDAQ starting tomorrow as well, not just OTCs. If there are no good, morning panic dip buy setups like FBCD, and then it just trades like spaghetti monsters the rest of the day, looking like absolute trash, that's when I'll start looking at NASDAQs, I think. Maybe any breakouts over the previous day high, stuff like that. It's just going to be a new mindset. Listed stocks, not just OTCs, listed stocks too, because I just need to get with the times, really. Maybe tomorrow is when they all happen, all the nice morning panic bounce plays, but really NASDAQs are doing better right now. I do have some experience with NASDAQs, obviously more, profitability trading OTCs, but maybe with what I've learned since I last was looking at NASDAQs, I can be more profitable.